Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and very good evening to the lecturer and my fellow friends. Today we would like to talk about the impact of technology in entertainment. Before we dive deeper into the topic, I will gladly introduce my teammates who are together with me to discuss on the topic. Firstly, I am Muhammad Faizi Firdaus.
My name is Shazwan bin Musa.
My name is Affel.
And my name is J. Lee MacArthur.
Alright, so let's dive into the topic. So, according to Oxford Dictionary, entertainment is the action of providing or being provided with amusement or enjoyment. Technology has changed for over decades, so does entertainment. If you went to 100 BC, the form of entertainment is barbaric. It is called gladiator, where two of the strongest men fought to death as thousands of crowds will gather around, cheering their favorite fighters. While gladiator is the most known for the strongest warrior, there is also the storytelling, which is another form of all entertainment where stories, songs, and poems are told to the children. Then there is theater, which is popularized in 18th centuries, and a theater consists of performing arts that use in real life performer where the actors will be performing a real or imagined event such as stories, while making gestures, expression added with music and dance to attract the audience. Then we are introduced to radio broadcasting, where people can access entertainment easily. With radio, people could listen to music, knowing the current news in their home without needing to go outside. At the end of 1880s, the first motion pictures are introduced, and later in 1920s, the sound and the color were added in movies production alongside television and cinemas. Nowadays, internet changed the whole meaning of entertainment as we could access entertainment in the tip of our fingers. Social medias are now popularized by new generation as influencers make content by using social media. And next, I shall pass to my friend Shazwan for more information.
Okay, thank you, Faizi, for the introduction. So, continuing on, we will go to the benefit of technology towards entertainment. The first thing we can see is that technology has helped the entertainment to become more accessible and available to more people. We can see this from the technologies we have around us, such as television, that was the start of helping entertainment being spread around to many people to see and listen to song, shows, and many more type of entertainment around the world. And then comes the invention of smartphone that was built with various functions that allow us to have everything that television has to offer, but better because it's easy to carry it around while moving or be anywhere, unlike television where it is stationed on one place. As time goes on, humankind has made many more inventions that allow immersive entertainment experience such as virtual reality technology like laser, shooters, and augmented reality application such as Pokemon Go. Other things that humans have invented as well are voice search technology supported by an AI to allow us to have much easier access to find any sort of entertainment by whether it be songs or games, shows, or many more. The next point will be high quality content. With the help of technologies, it shows that entertainment is becoming an essential to many people and resulted in a huge amount of investment put into the entertainment industry to get the necessary futuristic technologies to pump, to pump out high quality content that may attract a huge amount of invention from people that will allow further investment pouring into the industry. Video creation technologies that we now know have been seeing on the television and our smartphone. Our smartphone is the greatest example of how much technology helped the entertainment industry with its continuous development on the product itself, such as the LED screen that allow higher quality video, colorful media presented to its audience. The sound quality that helps the user to listen to the entertainment media, unlike the old entertainment in the old age where it was black and white and most of the time doesn't have audio or terrible sound quality. That is all I have to say for now. Continuing on to Affel. Sorry, Faizi.
Thank you, Shazwan, for the information. Next, I would like to talk about the drawbacks of technology, or simply say, let's just say it's the effects of technology towards entertainment. So for the first one is entertainment become more addictive. So according to Blue Cross Recovery Center, addiction addiction is a psychological condition where a person compulsively seeks a substance or activity despite being aware of the harmful effects. In this era, we are exposed to entertainment easily as we could access them in our tip of our fingers. However, we should not ignore the effect of being too exposed with entertainment as well as the noticeable effect which is addiction to the entertainment. So why it is occurring? The answer is the joy we feel while having fun and lust for more entertainment. So, as an example, let's take TikToks as for example. So the duration for one TikTok video is 60 seconds to 3 minutes. So the video itself is quite short. So to satisfy their lust, they watch another 3 minutes video and repeated that video until it ended with 1 hour watching the TikTok video. So if we make it a habit, it leads to obesity, sleep problem, chronic neck and back problems, as well as causing eye fatigue, which leads to dry and irritated eyes. Next, the next is being monopolized. So, um, according to Oxford Dictionary, monopolies could be defined as of an organization or group obtaining exclusive possession or control of a trade, commodity, or service. So, how monopoly works? So, there's a quote, opportunities multiply as they are seized by Sun Tzu, The Art of War, which is used to this day where the tactics are being used in business. So in this digitalized era, people wanted to have to access information and having fun easily and effectively. So there is an introduction to application to simplify their work. So rather than waiting hours, they could access it via mobile along with internet connection. So in terms of business, the popular the products are, the more profit they could gain. To make use of the digitalized era, the companies use the term of collaboration, where they could use the more the where they could use the feature in another app, attracting more users to their product. So how does this affect entertainment? So we could see the entertainment in this present day where it is controlled by major companies. So the effect of monopoly is is simply bias because the app gains smaller, so the developer of the app gains smaller share at interest, which affects profitability of the smaller companies. So this is the example of application that we have heard and we have used, which is being monopolized. So first of all is YouTube. So YouTube is a platform where we watch the videos and and it is owned by Google. So next we have Twitch TV, the most infamous streaming sites where we could see the gaming community gathered here and watch videos. Introduce the Twitch Prime, where the streamers and users could gain benefits by subscription per month. And guess what? It is collaborated with Amazon. And next we have the most infamous Facebook. The Facebook are the most used social media in the world and it own WhatsApp Messenger and Instagram. So it is for me, and I shall pass in to my friend Shazwan.
Thank you, Faizi. Continuing on further is the drawback of it is higher production costs. This is because of how much money it costs to create the technologies to help in the entertainment industry, such as the camera, speakers, lighting, and many more to help making the entertainment that is being presented to the audience enjoyable, but needed more money to pay for human labors that was involved in the creation. And following up with what Faizi said before, how people monopolize the entertainment industry, the tools needed to use for entertainment creation are also being monetized. For example, paying membership to have access with helpful editing software apps such as Adobe, being locked away from the creators and have to resort to pirating apps or using lesser application that is free to deal with it in the meantime. However, the advantages of the paid app still exist because lesser app that is free and becoming free has a high chance for it to turn into membership access only when it gets popular to a massive audience to gain quick buck. Passing on to Jay.
Thank you, Shazwan. My name is Aaron. Right now, I'm going to talk about not accessible by people, especially who live in rural areas or who have connectivity problems. Rural areas are often undeserved due to the cost of building out network infrastructure like cables and broadcast tower, and this make it difficult to find the best high-speed broadband option for rural areas. So we look at an example in our country, especially in our state, which is Sabah. Many places or rural areas don't get enough connectivity coverage. For example, like the district of Pitas. Um, Many places in Pitas doesn't have connection because of the infrastructure, and the house and the district itself is far away from big city. So because of that, the people who lives in district of Pitas have to go to the big city to get connection so that they can call their family or friends that is far away. So that is all for the connection difficulties in rural areas. So right now I'm going to pass on to Apple.
Okay. Thank you, Jay, for the explanation. So, for the next part, I'm going to talk about the solution that we can do that can be done for every drawback that we have. So, first of all, we can uh, do parental control. Okay. So, this is more about how parents control their children with their screen time. So, parents can do a schedule, create a schedule for their children so that they can control their children's screen time. We know entertainment can be very addicting, so that's why we have to create a schedule so we can uh, lessen the effect of addiction. Now, the reason parents parents should create this schedule is to make sure the addiction not get worse. Maybe the parent can put maybe 3 hours or maybe 1 hour screen time for the children so that we cannot so that the effect will not get worse. Now, the parent also have to do it continuously or more often to make sure that this schedule thing can be a habit for them. So when something become a habit, it's hard for people to forget about it or stop doing it because it's already a habit. Now, the next solution that we can do is by creating similar platform like Google. Now, we know that big companies such as Google, Facebook, Instagram, that's now being held by Facebook, have gained profit for years in our country, especially in Malaysia. And one of the way that we can overcome uh, this issue is by creating our own platform. So it is true that creating our own platform will be really hard and time consuming, and maybe we will be like a couple of decades to get a, a better or almost perfect uh, platform. But this is an investment. It's better to invest on something that we can gain profit for. So for the next part, I will give it to Jay. Okay, Jay.
Thank you so much, Affel. So right now I'm going to talk about the solution for rural areas that doesn't have internet connection or line coverage. So there are two solutions. Number one is that companies can provide internet coverage in rural areas quickly. In other areas of the country, the terrain surrounding remote communities can pose an issue for connectivity. ISPs or internet service provider like Maxis, Cellcom, DG, and other and more should deploy fixed wireless technologies to cover the last mile to the customer. With fixed wireless, data travels over a pre-existing wired network to a fiber link tower, after which the data travels by air up to 5 miles away. So data can be relayed from tower to tower, much like how cellular network works. So up to 80 kilometers in some cases from fiber optic networks until it reaches a house. And it also equipped with a special receiver. Last but not least is community calls to action. So when public funds are not available, community calls to action have proven to be an effective method to expand broadband access to rural areas. These initiatives typically require community members to come together first to assess and identify their needs, from home and family connection to businesses that could benefit from access. By doing this with everyone, instead of campaigning as an individuals, communities can demonstrate that the need and number of subscribers exists to create a solid business case that encourage GOs and NGOs to invest this regional connectivity. So that is the two solution for rural areas that doesn't have internet connectivity or line coverage. So right now I'm going to pass back to Apple for the conclusion.
Okay, thank you, Jay, for the explanation. Now I'm going to talk about the conclusion that we get from our research and from this project. Okay, so in conclusion, entertainment had been existed for a long time, even since from the Roman Empire era. And from that statement, we know that